All right, what's up, guys? So I am back. I'm gonna be talking about. Oh yeah, get the mic going on here, guys. So gonna be talking about the why I don't why for me I don't use credit agencies to actually fix my credit anymore, and why I would not recommend using it. And so back in my previous video, I talked about like talking to a mortgage loan officer, especially if you want to buy a house, and they actually go through every single piece of your credit report and talk about and highlight what should be paid off, how to go about it, and it's free education. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here and talk about these credit sweeps. And so it's very important to understand what it is. You can Google what a credit sweep is. And the biggest thing is that I don't know if this is right, known as automated credit sweeps. And that I don't believe in that one. But when they do a full um consolidation of trying to take out your here, let me type this in here. I'm gonna type this in so you guys can credit sweeps to remove credit. Let me put this out right here. So, da, da, da. Can credit repair companies remove hard inquiries? I don't know. Can they? Hard inquiries? I'll be honest. It takes about at least a year for them to actually remove the inquiry. I never had any inquiries taken off from any credit agencies that I tried. And so that's pretty straightforward. I know that after a year it gets taken off. And last year I had like over 50, 60 inquiries on trying to purchase an auto loan, trying to purchase my vehicle, trying to get my Subaru. It failed miserably. I failed miserably on getting the vehicle and not getting approved. They wanted a huge payment down, right? 10 grand down, 15,000 down. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. Might as well just pay cash if I can do that. And so that's another thing. Inquiries, they never got taken off. But like I said, the first company I want to talk about, like the first company that I used was Credit Matters, based out here in Appleton. And like I said, back then my credit score was like a 465 on TransUnion. And so that was really bad timing, but I wanted to look into options of fixing my credit. Used them for like 60 days, and the main problem is that they removed some of the collections from my credit cards, especially the credit card companies like Capital One. I can't remember what else. Credit One. Um, there's some other ones that were taken off right away immediately, and I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. But 3 months later, it got reported again on all three credit bureaus. So then I was like, what the heck? This is stupid. Why did so? And for them, you're paying almost 130, 120 a month. But plus there's an upfront fee as well. I had to pay like 400, I think 350 upfront, and then it was like 120 after that a month. To stay in service with them. So every credit repair company has a service fee up front, and there's a monthly fee right after that. Now, I used another one called ASAP Credit Repair. They did a full credit sweep. They did like 3 of them back to back, and some stuff got taken off, and then right after that, it just came right back onto my credit report. And so very, very little stuff yeah, these are 2 main companies I was using. Credit Matters here locally here in Appleton, and then Credit ASAP. ASAP Credit Repair. And so you gotta be like, I frown upon on this is because when you're in that much debt and you have that much negative items in your credit report and your score is like at an all-time low, and I never seen my score that low before, at the lowest time of at your life, and so I want to be honest with you guys that if you choose to do this, you're gonna get what you pay for. I'll just be honest about that. I don't know any other credit repair agencies out there, that have dealt with anybody that has a credit score of 465, two repossessions, 810 collections, even a judgment, and then got that all squared away within I would have to say reasonable time within a year, you know, because for them to remove negative items off the report takes about 30 to 60 days because you're reporting and disputing with them, especially with every credit bureau, all three of them. They're gonna send a letter back, and then what the first letter is, they're trying to say that, hey, can you verify this is my negative item? If it is, how much do I owe? And they reopen it. And the problem is when they reopen it, they're reopening a new start date. And I was like, man, this sucks because when they open up a new start date, then the 7 years that you could have waited, like that's all that I could have waited, they could have just been taken off after 7 years. But I decided to add on another 7 years. So my mistake on that. So that's the biggest issue, especially when you go do this, because you're reopening everything. And it's like opening a can of worms pretty much. And that's if you really want to. Now the best thing, and that what I should have done was call the companies myself and actually verify it myself, or send letters to the credit bureaus and verify it myself. And then figure out what I'm gonna do with it. If I'm not gonna pay it off, then I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, right? But if I do plan on paying it off, then I want to settle it. That's the biggest thing is settling your debt, or try to do a debt consolidation. Can't go wrong with that, but that's if you have the money to do a debt consolidation. So it's just something from my experience and my opinion towards this. And this is why I don't recommend it, because you're just throwing money away where you could just throw money into paying it off if it's just a small collection, and then dispute it right after and have them take it off. Finalize everything in writing. Make sure they get their signatures. Make sure someone's actually approving this to get taken off from the credit bureaus. And so you got to do your own research and due diligence on this. And if you don't take the time to understand how to really increase your personal credit score, then all you're doing is just watching a bunch of videos on YouTube, or listen to a bunch of so-called credit score gurus out there. I'll just be honest, and it's tough to find the real deal, or honesty, or trustworthy people out there. I'll just be honest. It's hard to find genuine people out there. I'll just be honest about that. And so people say they can do this and do that, fixing your score, but it doesn't go anywhere. And it comes right back and bites you even more. And so just something that if you seriously think, like I said, if you seriously need it, try it out. I don't, like I said, from my experience, I would never go back to it. If you take the time to understand it, your financial situation and where you want to go from there, and if you choose to improve, then yeah, you'll get there. But if you choose to just leave it on the side and don't care about your credit score, and you don't care where you stand at, then that's your case. And don't even bother working on this. But this, like I said, this is my 2 cents on this. And so I'm planning on, like I said, I plan on making more videos on this. I know that my channel is like hopping in from my car to my kids to toys to now talking about credit scores. So like I said, but this was like a personal channel for me that I wanted to document myself and my personal success and where I'm going for the future. And so this is something that I want, and I'm glad that YouTube's out here, because YouTube is a pretty much a vlogging software where you can just vlog your daily life. So that's why I want to do it. So this is my personal channel. But anyways, that's pretty much it. The next video that I want to bring up later on after the holidays, I might showcase what I'm doing for Christmas. But other than that, nothing too crazy. I don't plan on doing anything else to the car until after Christmas because I don't wanna I don't wanna be doing any more parts right now. It's starting to get even colder and colder, so nothing. Just kinda wait for early spring to start to diving into more with that with my Subaru. But I'm gonna start, showcasing, like, how I'm gonna take care of my, collections. What else? Pretty much collection. The repos are still count as collections anyways. My repossessions that I still have, and how and show you guys, like, how much I'd settle for, and how I went about getting this taken care of. Because real life examples, I know there's a lot of people out there that are struggling financially, and I would say it's mentally draining, right? When you're struggling financially, when you need the money, you don't have the money, and plus, holidays are coming up, and a lot of people spend a lot of money at this time of season. So, and I understand that finance is a huge issue and a huge conversation, a huge debate, and a huge subject to talk about. And so I want to go, and like I said, I plan on making more videos onto this channel about my personal finances and how I went about from what happened to me, 5 years ago at the lowest time in my life, and where I'm going to go for the next 5 years. And so that is pretty interesting. And stay tuned for that. And I appreciate you guys watching this. I hope this video helps you guys out. If it doesn't, I mean, you can put a thumbs down. That's fine. Like, thumbs down, comment saying this was a dumb video, whatever it is. So, whatever you guys feel, what you guys got out of it, really. And, if there's something that you want me to talk about from my personal experience, let me know. So, that's it, guys. Peace.